All right. This is it's officially let's see, 129. I don't know if I can. Wait. It's 1:30 in the morning. Friday, 10/24, 2025. Um, I've been doing a lot of thinking to myself, with the brand, but this brand is not about fashion or anything. It's really about vulnerability. And after making this brand, I really realized, like, in a way, I don't appreciate myself enough. You know, um, anytime someone, like, when it comes to like credit for like something they needed help on, sometimes like when it comes to a compliment, it throws me off, and it's just like, no problem, man, no problem. Because I struggle with people putting me on a high pedestal. I should have put myself on a high pedestal, but I don't. So when others do it, it just feels weird. It's just like, what's wrong with me, you know? And I would definitely, I wish I could tell my younger self just to be more happy, be yourself. Because if you're not yourself, then you're going to be searching for who you are. And sometimes some people get lucky and say, I find out who I am. Some people are still searching to this day. And when I made this brand mainly because I would struggle to talk with people about my emotions. Um, it was hard for me to talk to people because it felt transactional. Sometimes I felt like if I were to say how I felt to somebody, that information goes from one party to the other party. And yeah, sometimes the trust is obviously an issue, and it's just the fact I overthink like crazy. Um, because I'm hard on myself because I could do better, but then there's times where I don't do better. Um, because I had so many ups and downs. I'm only 20. I got more ups and downs on the way, but that's part of life at this point. But it was just the fact I realized that if you don't show the love that's for yourself or feel like there's not love coming outside of you and not from like your friends and family, at the end of the day, you have to remember that they can't control your life. Only you can. And if you can't love yourself, then it almost becomes impossible to love anything else. And so I realized with me growing up, I would always nitpick at the things that I'm not good at, the things that I sucked at when it came to editing. I can't do this. I can't edit like him. I can't edit like that. I don't have as many followers as this person. Bada bing, bada boom. But then I was just like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm only making myself getting smaller and smaller the more I degrade myself. Like, in a way, I think it's okay for you to have an ego. Because when it comes to an ego, there's many egos. There's egos that can self destruct and ones that can build you up. And I feel like having an ego that can build you up, but is also respectful in a way, if that makes sense, puts you in a whole different playing field. Because then it makes you realize there's some hidden pieces within you that you didn't know that you had that you can now use. And when it came to making this brand, I would always nitpick at the stuff that I didn't have. I didn't have the biggest camera. I didn't have the highest quality of cameras or whatnot. But then I made it work. If it wasn't for mom, pops, my friends, etc., this brand would never be a thing. And if it definitely wasn't, would it? If it definitely, boy, it definitely wouldn't be. this brand wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for my dad, because at first I thought I was gonna make this Beloved a European like fashion brand, since I was in Europe for about a month and I got ideas, was making cardigans, bada bing, bada boom. But then I realized I was like, I feel like I'm just following people because it sounds like quick money. Quick money it's good, but it's risky. I was just like, nah, I can't do that. So then I would try to do vlogs like other people would do. But the thing is with me, I have bad social anxiety. So with me, I'm you will never catch me being able to hold a camera like this. I just can't. If I'm not with my friends or anything, I can't do it. But when it comes to like anything else, yeah, I can do it. And I realized that I don't know why, but it's easier to record on my VHS camera because it feels like it's what's the word? A time capsule. Um, and that's the thing. I don't need to have the biggest of stuff in order for me to get to the goal. The goal is to be happy, enjoy, and be content with what I got. I've been given a lot of stuff. Majority of the stuff I have with me, didn't have to buy it or anything. It was just appreciation from others and family and friends. And I guess the whole thing, I'm yammering like crazy, but the whole thing I'm really trying to say is that it's okay to be hard on yourself, but it's not okay to think I'm the issue. I can't do it because I don't have this. I can't do this because I don't have that. If you want to be a star athlete, you can be a star athlete, but then at the same time, it's going to take practice, training, discipline. You're going to have to work out as much as possible just for you to get to that first step. And then there's more steps to those steps. With me, with this brand is not supposed to make me any money. It's not the goal. It's mainly just for me to reach out to someone who can feel the same way. There's people in the world that don't have anybody to talk to or don't know that there's somebody that could relate to them. That's the point of Beloved. Beloved literally means make dreams come true. Don't just believe in it, make it come true. It's the original slogan for Beloved. But it doesn't just mean that. It can have your own meaning to it as well. Because dreams are something that are attainable, but they're not attainable unless you don't believe you can make it, which is the whole point. With all the stuff that you want in life, you can get it done. I met awesome streamers over the years. Got to work with a couple of them. Got to work with one of my favorite YouTubers when it comes to filming, which is Nick in the Cut. This is just for a thumbnail, and it's just like, huh. It just put me in a whole different realm of content. And I didn't have much. He understood. Because he was such a high status figure, I could have been like, let me get this much, let me get this much. And I was just mainly caring about just get my name out there. I'm not there for the fame or anything. Whole point is that I just want to show that it's possible, I don't want to be glamorized in any type of way. But I would just say, just think about the little kid in you and think about what his dream was. Your dream could be completely different. But at the end of the day, it's just, if you're living the life for somebody else, you're not living your life. You practically playing GTA at this point. But yeah, this is just about the whole brand or whatnot. But I was saying the whole point of everything is that love yourself. Before you can love anything else, you need to start loving yourself as well. It's going to take time. It's going to be hard. It's going to be way difficult. But I mean, that's part of life. I mean, you don't wake up knowing how to ride a bike in the first place. You get the training wheels, you fall, you scratch yourself, you bleed, you do it again up until you start balancing the bike, going up and down the hill with the bike. Simple as that. It's not simple, but it's one of those things where if I practice it enough, if I work on it enough, I can do it. And that's why I try to tell myself every day, if I keep posting, if I keep working, if I keep grinding, editing, designing, etc., it'll keep working. It'll work. It'll all pay off at the end. And so, but yeah, it was just a little update because I want to start posting more of these like talking to the camera segments, you know. Um, yeah, I wish I had somebody to talk to for this type of stuff for like a video so they can like put their 2 cents in, but it's literally 1:40 in the morning. And so, but yeah, love y'all. I appreciate the support you guys been showing. Um, we'll make it one day. We'll make it somewhere. I'll let nature take its course, and I'll let God take his course as well. Whatever comes my way, will prevail in the first place. So, love y'all.